TGI Friday, baby. Open sessions and giveaways. But I'm just getting the full groups in. We gonna get started, baby. Another Friday, TGI Friday, baby. Salute to everybody, you heard? Neil Stewart in the building, baby. Give me 10 minutes, Neil. I'm gonna call you in. Copy? I'm gonna call you in. Let me do my shenanigans first. Then I'm gonna call you in. We up 16, baby. In the second quarter. Knicks in 6, baby. Brian Breezy in the building. Knicks in 6. Let's go. Yeah, man. I'm gonna get my man Neil in about 10 minutes. We're gonna have new flavor up in the building, you heard? New flavor in your ear, baby. Let me let more people tap in. Then we're gonna start this marvelous show. Neil, don't go nowhere. Whatever you do, don't go nowhere. B4 in the building, the champs in the building, you heard? Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Damn, I got half a battery on my Bluetooth. I know it ain't gonna make it through the whole show, but I'ma try, man. We gotta cover a lot, man. Neil Stewart in the building, you heard? Let me know if y'all can hear me, man. Real talk, we gonna start this. We gonna get my man Neil up in the building, man. Yes, sir. All right. You know what? Let me start now. Hold up. Let me pause this. TGI Friday, what's up to everybody? I hope everybody's enjoying the start of their weekend, man. Janzy in the building, I see you. You need to start tapping in, baby. Neil, give me like to 10 minutes after the hour. So I got 7 minutes and I'm going to call you in. Steve Levine in the building. Esa Loca in the building. Knicks in 6 in the 6th building. You already know, baby. All right, you know what? Let's go right to the message of the day. Let's go right to message of the day, and then we're going to start this magnificent show. I need everybody to tune in. Everything I give y'all know is butter, man. It's always realistic shit, man. I want you guys to test your peoples. You know who your peoples are. I don't know them. You know. This is how I want you to test them. I want you to do half and half. If half and half was a drink, it means half milk, half Kahlua. That's what that means. I want you to tell one half of your people that you got a raise in your job. Just check some, yo, I'm happy I got a raise in my job, right? Then I want you to text the other half and say that they might let you go from your job. Just like that. I'm thinking they're going to let me go from my job. The moral of the story is you're going to get more people to respond to the negativity not because they care, it's because they want to know what the fuck is going on with you, that you're about to lose your job. They need to find that out. That's more important for them than you getting a raise, which calls for celebration. You feel me? Do the math on that. People rather hear bad news about you than hear good news about you. And that's just life, man. I lived through that my whole life. Now let's start this and we're going to get ready. I'm going to call Neil in about another 6-7 minutes. Neil, stay on point. Al York Sports open sessions and giveaways every Friday for 10 years already. I've been giving y'all work with a lot of my peoples involved. My whole cats, whether they still on, they not on, the new ones are on, no matter what. Al York show face for 10 fucking years. COVID, death in the family, everything. I still show face. And with that, like I told y'all, those questionnaires to your friends. One you gotta raise, and the other one you might get fired. And watch them respond to the negative one, because that's just how motherfuckers rock, man. X in the building, man. X, you second up? Keep that in mind, baby. All right, let's start this magnificent show. We're going to first go to the football field. I'm not ready for you yet, Neil. I'll let you know. Baltimore Ravens starting safety Darius Washington suffered a torn Achilles, let me say it right, while conditioning in 2025, and he's in jeopardy of missing the whole year, which I know he's going to miss the whole year if it's an Achilles injury, because those do not cure fast enough. Other news. Baltimore Ravens, back to the Baltimore Ravens. They signed Derrick Henry to a 2-year extension. Henry's like the oldest guy ever to get a 2-year extension, I think at 31. Usually running backs have a 5-year window, 6-year window. I'm just surprised that he's the oldest to get this money, because I would have figured other running backs got this money after 31 years old. But 2-year, $30 million extension to stay with the Baltimore Ravens. Last year, he had 325 rushes for almost 2,000 yards, 16 touchdowns. Salute to Derrick Henry. And last but not least, before I bring in my man, Neil, the Angels reliever Ben Joyce will miss the rest of the season after undergoing surgery in his right shoulder. Ben Joyce is that young boy that was getting it up there to 100. Angels had a lot of hope for this guy. Got a good arm coming off the out the pen. Let me say right out of the pen to throw 100 miles per hour. Could have been a future closer. Now he's out for the season. He was 1-0 with a 6.23 in 4 innings. Only pitched 4 innings this year. Bad shoulder, surgery, out for the year. Neil Stewart, where you at? Let's go. Update on my Knicks game. I got an update on my Yankee game. Yankees up 6-1, showing you who the ruler of New York in baseball. And I think the Knicks was up like 14 the last time I checked. They're not showing the score now. They're showing OG, I think got poked in the eye or some shit. But Neil, where you at? Let me see if I call Neil in real quick. I know I seen him. Just try to add him. Let me see what happens. Give me a minute, guys. Man, I'm hoping this goes sweet, man. So it's rough in the edges, man. What up, Neil?
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
I see you perfect, brother.
What's going on, my brother? What's going on? Huh?
Where's your Knick hat?
Oh, I'm trying not to cover my face here, but here you go, son.
Put your Knick hat on, baby. That's what we doing right now. We talking the New York Knicks.
Oh man, let me say this. Man, let me say this. I am so hyped up. There you go, Jalen. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't want to waste your time, man. Go ahead. We're talking.
20-point lead, game 6. Talk to us real quick what you seen in this game, because I know you've been watching. I haven't been watching.
Man, let me tell you, man. They played. You should have seen Mitchell Robinson up all over Jalen Brown. Got the ball away from him, and then Towns. Oh my God, and Towns with the finish, and then
we ball.
Man, it's getting there, man. It's getting there. We can't have a game 7, brother. We can't have a game 7.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm gonna go real quick through the series.
Go ahead.
Boston first 2 games. Boston 20-point lead, surrendered it. The Knicks won. To me, that's the difference in the series when you blew them 20-point leads on 2 occasions. Then it came to game 3 at the Garden, got us in game 3. We got them in game 4. They went back to TD Garden. They won. Now we're about to close it out, hopefully. Any last thing you want to say about this? I mean, I can give you averages of the series, who's averaging what, but in reality, I don't give a fuck. All my Knicks.
I don't care. I care about the wins right now, man. I said we got to win. And Porzingis just missed a free throw. I'm happy about that.
There we go. So it's fair to say that all right, you know what? Let me not jinx it.
Go ahead.
The Knicks win tonight. They're gonna get the Indiana Pacers.
Of course. We need that rest.
A lot of people think that the Pacers are gonna give them a real run on this Eastern Championship Conference Finals thing.
Shoot.
Pacers cleared both of their opponents in 5 games, Neil. You got to give them a little credit.
Oh my God! Let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you. I was thinking that the Cleveland. I was thinking that Cleveland was going to beat the Pacers in that series. Huh?
Yes, I believe you.
I know. I thought Cleveland was going to beat the Pacers in that series, and and I was wrong.
I was wrong too. I thought they were going to beat them too. I was wrong
they can't even. Cleveland right now can't even get over that hump right now.
And
Cleveland.
that's bad business. That's bad business because they picked up
same coach.
DeAndre Hunter.
Go ahead.
They picked up Hunter. They got another year together. They picked up Struss. Mobley was showing out this year. Darius Garland was showing out. And then even though Garland missed 2 games, which were big, but I still think they could have won. Because when he played game 3, they blew them out. So I thought Cleveland was going to take that series right back, and they didn't, Neil.
Oh my God, yo, imagine, everybody, but everybody was shocked, but everybody, I remember this one Cleveland fan said, man, LeBron, they missed LeBron James, bro. He missed LeBron James.
Yo, Spider was supposed to be playoff Spider, but I mean, he got his points, but you getting your points and your team ain't winning, ain't popping for me, dog. You got to win.
I know.
Jalen Brunson scores, but the Knicks are winning with the scoring.
I mean, they are. Listen. Despite, let me say this quickly, though. And I'm gonna say this quickly because I said it all on my post after Game 5. The league. I don't care what nobody else says. The league, they paid the referees to
they had a bounty on it. They just kept calling fouls on every play.
Oh my God! I mean, listen, I'm not knocking Boston. They do. Boston. They do with or without Jason Tatum. With or without Jason Tatum, they're still a good team. But damn, we was trying to come back, and here comes the referees bailing out the Celtics with those bogus foul calls.
I seen a little bit of it. I couldn't watch it no more because I knew what was going on. They wanted to get this back to the Garden, and I couldn't bear to watch it no more. I'm not saying I don't live and die with my Knicks, but that was too ugly there, Neil. It was
that
ugly. You put a video up immediately. That's how ugly that shit was. And we ain't making no excuses.
No.
It was some foul shit going on.
Well, no, it was. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, damn. I mean, the league, they want this game to go back to the Garden. Plus celebrity status. We saw Busta Rhymes. We know Spike Lee is there. Okay.
Yeah. They made $1 billion by this extra game, right?
Exactly.
They made at least $1 billion between TV revenue,
exactly,
and tickets.
Exactly.
Tickets
exactly.
As high as fuck, I heard, dog.
I'm telling you, bro. Let me tell you something. I said, damn. I said, damn, man. If I want to watch, if I'm in New York, if I want to watch the Knicks game, I stay my ass home.
Exactly. Exactly.
But
you excited. That's why it was hard for me to get you early because I knew the Knicks were on. But I had to get you in, Neil.
No.
I know how much you love
I was ready.
Knicks.
I was ready for you, and I was watching. I was like, oh man. I was like, oh man. No, I can't do that to my boy Al. So here I am, Al.
But we're definitely by halftime. You're gonna be out by halftime.
Yeah, okay.
So you get to watch the whole second.
Oh my God, Mitchell Robinson, man. Oh, I'm sorry, Towns. Oh, how you miss open shots, man? But anyway. Anyway,
real quick.
Go ahead.
Real quick, Jalen Brunson. Brunson's averaging 27 points. God bless this guy, man. I knew he wasn't going to average 30 because Boston's too good to let him average 30.
Oh, my God.
But damn near 27 is good enough for me. Big Cat's
that's good enough for
20.
me.
Yeah, Big Cat's averaging 20. I wish I get 20. He got 13 rebounds. I would like to see Big Cat average about 22, 23. OG averaging 13, Hawk 15.
Oh, big 03. Yeah, I'm sorry.
And Bridges 13. If the Knicks move on, give us a prediction. If they move on, I don't want to jinx them. Who wins the next series between the Pacers and I know you're going to say Knicks because you're a Knicks fan. So what do you think of how many games the Knicks are going to beat them?
With the Pacers?
Yeah.
Oh man, no. I'm not gonna lie to you. You saw what happened with.
If you think the Knicks are going to win,
I think the Knicks are going to win. I think but let me tell you something. No sleeping on. First of all, let me just say this real quick. Let me say this. Let me say this real quick. Tyrese Halliburton is not fucking overrated. Excuse my French. He's not overrated.
Nah, you can talk like that. It's Al York Sports Show.
He's not fucking overrated. I don't know what the players were. The players. I was like, damn. He's not overrated. But let me just answer this question. Yeah, I can see.
He's been nice as Iowa State. That guy could ball.
You know.
The Knicks got him. The Knicks almost got him, but
yeah, that's the same thing that Stephen A. Smith said, and I agree with him. I wanted Halliburton. If we would have had him, we wouldn't have had Jalen Brunson.
Yeah,
but
that's the downfall of that right there.
Yeah, no, but that's Dallas's downfall. Look where they at now. They let that kid. Oh, thank you. I'm so. Oh, God damn it! I can't waste your time like this. But let me tell you this. Let me tell you about the series. If we hosting the Pacers, yes, it's going to be a 7 game. The game is going to be 7 games. It's going.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's going to be 7 games. Because the Pacers, the Pacers are a scary team. I'm going to tell you something. They are a scary team. They are scary. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yo, when Nembhard and Naismith, you got OG Toppin, you got McConnell off the bench, then you got Turner, Halliburton, Siakam. Them motherfuckers is deep, dog.
They're not playing.
They've been hurt too. A lot of teams, like right now, Cleveland got another year getting hurt. Knicks been hurt. Hopefully, Knicks can knock Boston out. But if they knock Boston, then now we got 2 teams that one of them are going up to the chip that deserves it and weren't able to get there. So now if the Knicks play the Pacers, one of the teams is going to the chip finally in the last whatever years it's been that one of them has made it. So that's good to hear. But we got to beat Boston to make that happen.
Yeah, no, we can't go to Game 7. We cannot go to Game 7. No. No, I was for sure in Game 5 we're gonna wrap it up and go home. Oh my God, Towns, bro. I'm sorry, Towns, bro. That's what I like to see.
This guy loves his basketball, bro. Listen,
my God, that's what we traded him for.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the replay and all that. So I don't care.
No, but let me. I ain't gonna waste your time, Al. Man,
we're gonna go.
I ain't gonna waste your time, bro.
Two more series, and then we're going to get you out because I know you want to watch the game.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Al. Go ahead. Do your thing, man.
Number 1, OKC. Number 4 seed, Denver. Denver handled business, served at home. 3-3 tie. Back to Oklahoma. Who wins this series and why?
Well, no, I got. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with it. Let me tell you something. Joker. Yo, that man ain't no joke, man. I mean, you got to give credit to Denver. They fired their championship coach. Yeah, and they're moving the needle with the interim head coach. But Joker, give props to Joker for being a leader, for being a fucking leader. Let me tell you something, Joker, bro.
You got the 2 MVPs playing MVP ball.
Yeah, exactly.
SGA and Joker.
Yeah, exactly.
Both of them are playing MVP ball.
Yeah. So anyway, back to this. Back to this. I don't want to. Okay, back to this. But answer your question, I got OKC in this series still because those brothers are young and hungry, especially SGA. Those and Hartenstein. Hartenstein. Let me tell you something. Oh my God, no, let me tell you something. Just like,
forget about it.
No, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Between Hartenstein and I know Quickly is with Toronto, but that hurt us a little bit when we lost them. That hurt us a little bit.
We lost Quickly and Barrett to get OG.
Right.
Right. Gave up more points because they scored more points together than we needed OG. We didn't have that forward.
Right.
So now we
got that forward. Same thing with Towns.
Right.
We gave up 2 pieces for
Right.
him that averaged more points and rebounds, but we needed a big man. So
I know.
sometimes you got to give to get. Because right now,
But,
when I had a rim protector, I mean, I like Mitchell, but we can't count on Mitchell. He's always
no,
hurt,
we can't. No.
and he can't make a foul shot. So you got to use him in spurt of the game. You got to use him in spurts.
Let me tell you something.
Towns is 3 force.
That's right. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, and the thing is, Mitchell, he could dunk, he can rebound,
Right.
but he struggles in free throws. Do you know which legendary player who we grew up watching, who can dunk and rebound and struggle on free throws? Shaquille O'Neal. But he's always dominant in the paint.
Right. But real quick, so game 7, let's review back to what we were talking about.
Go ahead.
So you said you like the Thunder then?
Right. I like the Thunder. Young. To me, those cats are still young and hungry. But it will be.
I'm gonna say Thunder's gonna win, but I'm gonna say if Denver gets, let's say, 5-6 points,
right.
I think they cover the spread. It's gonna be like a 3-point game, I think.
Right.
If they get, let's say, if Denver gets +5, +6. Now if they make it +3.5, I'm leaving it alone. But I think if they get 6, I like Denver with the points. But I think Oklahoma moves on, man. I just don't see a team that fired their coach a week before. Then they get into the championship finals.
That's crazy.
I mean, who does that? Like,
that's crazy.
They get away with it. They got a championship coach and Mike Malone, and they find him a fucking week before the fucking playoffs. So that's the only reason why I'm going to take OKC, because they got more togetherness. Not that Denver ain't together, because they threw it together.
No,
but they're not getting nothing out of Portis Jr., though. They're getting absolutely nothing out of Portis Jr. And if he doesn't do anything in Game 7, OKC to the victory, bro.
I'm telling you. Yeah, and you know what, though? Let me tell you, I'm going to say this because I'm not sleeping on Denver, but I do got OKC. But between OKC, oh yeah, but between but if OKC versus the Timberwolves, I'm staying neutral on that one. The Timberwolves, man, Anthony Edwards,
shit, dog. It's gonna be exciting basketball.
Ooh, Anthony Edwards.
You're going to see a bunch of athletic fucks out there. I'm telling you. You're going to see nothing but deers and zebras all through that series. That's why I think Denver makes the better series, because they play old school with the big man, the point guard Murray. They're really not rushing the ball like that. Occasionally they go on breaks, but they like the half-court kind of game where OKC can run all day, just like Minnesota. So real quick.
Go ahead.
You say OKC moves on.
Right.
So now if they move on,
right.
Who wins I know you say you're not going to say nothing, but I want to hear you on my show.
Go ahead.
If OKC moves on, do they beat the Timberwolves, yes or no?
Ooh, shit. You put me in the spot because I said I'm going to be neutral. Jesus, Al, man.
Come on, man. What it is? On the Al York Sports.
All right.
All right. We can't do ties. We don't do maybes. We call it guns.
I forgot. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you a winner. I'm going to give you a goddamn winner. I'm going to go with the team who has the superstar. I'm going to go with the Timberwolves.
All right. I can't agree. I'm thinking I might be wrong if the Knicks can win this year, because I did say Boston will win. I'm not a faker. I thought Boston, they was just better than us. They beat us every game this year. They blew us out.
Oh my God!
But if the Knicks win this series, I ain't going against them.
I don't mean to cut you off. But between Boston and Cleveland, they have. Oh my God! Oh Lord! No, I'm sorry. Excuse me. That play I was telling you about when Mitchell Robinson was he got Jalen Brown on the corner. But anyway.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Between the regular season and postseason, it's totally different. And between New York and Indiana, they showing it. This ain't the regular season. This is what we're playing for.
Max. So, what's a more, before we let you go, because we don't have to go over Minnesota, Golden State. No Curry. There's really nothing to talk about in that
Oh,
series.
my God, no.
We knew
Yeah,
once
no.
Curry went down, we knew it was ball game. We knew it.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh, no. Yo, they were counting on Jimmy Butler. They were counting on Jimmy Butler, but look what happened.
They're already a man short, but you got to have Butler and Curry if you want to try to win.
Of course.
Yeah. So,
of course.
To me, I don't want to go through that because that's kind of boring. So what I'm going to ask you is,
go ahead.
You said the Knicks come out, if they play the Pacers, they come out of that series, correct?
Yeah, of course.
So,
of course, but...
So you say Minnesota's coming out the series, correct?
Yep.
So that's my prediction. Knicks versus Minnesota.
Oh, shit. Yeah, former Knicks players versus former teammates.
Before I let you go for the show, you got the Randall, DiVincenzo, Towns, all that shit going on. Who wins the championship? I'm not, because by the time I get you back on, it might be football. So I got to get this out of you now.
Okay.
If the Knicks play Minnesota, Neil Stewart, who wins the championship, Neil?
New York! Orange and blue skies, baby! Orange and blue skies, baby! It's gonna be all over this country. Orange and blue skies.
Let's pray that we get this game because it ain't over yet.
I know it ain't over. No, but we're killing it.
Look, it's over, but it ain't over. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's over. No, they're killing it. They're killing it because we can't sleep on this. We can't sleep on this. With or without Jason Tatum, and I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah.
Successful surgery. It was painful to see him down. It was painful to see him been agonizing in pain. And you can't fake that shit, man. You can't fake that shit. Let me say this real quick. You can't, a lot of these ignorant people say, oh, he's faking it. I say, bitch, shut the fuck up. Okay, how was he faking it? He was carried off the court in pain. He was on the wheelchair crying in pain. That's how fucking
fucked up.
Yes, exactly.
They took him in the tunnel, and he was like this. And mind you, he got 42 points before that injury.
That's right.
You know he wanted to get 50. I don't know why it was make believe. He wanted to drop 50 why he got 42 with 3 minutes left. And you know he's shooting all the last shots. So obviously I knew he was in pain. There was nothing.
Wasn't. It was pain. Oh my no.
But one thing I want to say, I don't want nobody saying before we hang up. I don't want nobody saying that if we beat them because Jason Tatum got hurt.
I don't want to. No, I don't want to. I don't want to hear that.
No, we won 3-1 with him.
But
3-1.
Let me say this. Let me say this real quick. Let me say this. And that, but you got some. You're gonna have some deep Boston fans gonna be saying, oh, because we don't have Jason Tatum, they get a pass, and I have this dude.
Not 3-1. Now, look, maybe Curry, because Curry played a half a game. Maybe you can use that. Tatum played 4 games.
There you go.
3-1. It wasn't 2-2.
No.
3-1.
No.
I don't want to hear that, bro.
Exactly.
Any last words, Neil? Any last words? Because I'm going to let you go to enjoy your second half. I want to thank you for coming on. Thank you for
I appreciate you bringing me on.
I appreciate your comments. I appreciate all your activeness. That's why I put you on, because you always active on my page.
Hey, one more thing.
Always active.
New York, hey, we're gonna talk about football. The New York Jets, you haven't seen nothing yet. Like my man Aaron Glenn says, get ready for the ride. That's all I gotta say. And maybe not this season.
They got the easiest schedule though too.
Thank you. Exactly.
That should equivalent to wins.
Exactly. That should get us in the playoffs this season.
There you go. So say your last words, Neil.
All right. This is Neil. About to be signing off. I'm on Al York Sports. My man, Al York Sports. You know, Vegas King, bro. Vegas
Thank you,
King.
my brother. Thank
Okay,
you, brother.
and Al, thank you for having me on. All right, and I respect the hell out of you, my brother. I respect the hell out of you.
Thank you, brother. And you know I fuck with you because I always been hitting you up. Yo, Neil, we got to get you on. Because you know I fuck with you.
You love my videos.
Yo, you love my... I be laughing when you kill it on the Jets. You always make me laugh.
I'm passionate. I keep it real.
You don't show them no mercy. That's what I like.
The old school New York sports fan in me.
There you go. So, yo, if you can X out, I appreciate you. Much love, my brother.
Thank you.
Stewart, guys. Neil Stewart.
Wait. Let's go. Next. Jets. Yankees. New York Rangers. Watch out. New York Rangers, watch out. That's all I got to say. All the blue guys, green and white. Peace out, Al.
All right. X-Man, where you at? Let's get the X-Man in the building. Thanks to Neil Stewart for popping up. X-Man, where you at, baby? Let's get X-Man in the building, guys. Yeah, that's my man Neil. First time on, guys. Give him love. You know how hard it is when you come on, and he did a great job. I know he was stuck on the Knicks there for a minute, but you got to understand, he loved the Knicks, man. All right, let me try to get X-Man in the building. X-Man.
What's up, brother?
You can hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, brother.
You see your man Neil busting down for the first time? He loved the Knicks, man. That guy loved the Knicks, bro.
Hey, we all love our Knicks, man.
No, you love them a little different, though. Like, you know, there's love. There's love and there's crazy love. He crazy loved the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? But what's going on?
I got you, brother. Everything good watching here. The Yankees beat the Mets. The Knicks beating the hell out of Boston.
Hey, give me an update on the Boston game. Neil was basically giving me what was going on. Tell me what you see so far in the first half.
It's a commercial right now. They were at halftime, but they're on commercial. They're still at halftime.
Right. And what's the score? Give us an update and all that.
It's still 64-37. Halftime Knicks.
64-37. We got 47. So we up like 17, right?
No, we're up 27. 64-37.
Oh, 64-37. Okay.
Yeah, 64-37. Yeah, we're up.
47.
No. 64-37.
17 or 37 makes it 27.
We're beating the hell out of them.
I'm still not going to say we won, but
not until I see 5 seconds left on the clock and we up.
You know how I do.
Yeah.
I don't have all the worst losses in the world, so I'm not here trying to jinx my team at the wrong time.
I just want to say this: Week 5, MetLife Stadium. We're gonna shit on your boys, send them back to Dallas, and end their season.
Wow.
All right,
anyway,
brother?
You gave us an update on the Boston. Now we're going to go to the stadium.
I got you,
brother. I love the Yankees were kicking their ass. So what's going on at the stadium?
They still up 6-1. Hold on. I think they're batting now.
Can you tell me how they scored them runs real fast, real quick before we move on?
First two runs, it was an infield single, and then a throwing error by Lindor. And then the Yankees, just a lot of walks and a lot of timely hits. You know, Bellinger got a little cue shot on third that he bit out the throw to first. So, you know, the Yankees haven't been hitting bombs, but they've been getting the timely hits with runners on. That's how they've been scoring.
Timely hits. Okay, that's good for me, bad for you. Okay, so.
Yeah, very bad for me.
All right, let me see what I could come out with. Okay, so you know what? We're going to pivot. We're going to go to more of a serious conversation.
All right.
You know, me and Neil took care of the NBA as much as we could. Now we're going to go over to Pete Rose and Joe Jackson that I told you that they were basically removed from the permanent ineligible list, which means now they are capable now of making the Hall of Fame if they get chosen. Now, before we get deep, because I know baseball is one of your love sports, I want to hear when you heard this, what's the first thing you thought, X?
Well, it's about time. You know, I mean, it's a shame that they're both passed away and they won't get the honor of, you know, participating in ceremonies and getting inducted in person. doing their speeches. But it's about time. It's been a long time, especially for Joe Jackson, who was not even found guilty of anything during the 1912 World Series when the White Sox threw the World Series against the Reds.
Right.
And Shoeless Joe wasn't even found guilty of anything. They found nothing on him, but they still banned him for life.
Right.
Pete Rose, we know the story. He did gamble and everything, but still, it's hypocritical of baseball to really say he's banned for life. But then when they needed him to make money, like at the All-Star games and stuff, they'll parade him out there and say, okay, it's good, but yet you can't go into the Hall of Fame. So I'm happy for both of them. I'm glad they're finally getting in. The only problem is the writers are not going to be voting for them. It's going to be a special committee that's going to vote for them.
16 committee, and it's not guaranteed they're going to get in.
It's not guaranteed. Exactly.
Because from my understanding, they're getting like the biggest jackasses to be doing the job, and you got a lot. You got a lot of old school players like Hank Aaron, rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
That was really upset one time. What's this guy's name from ESPN? One of the old cats that do the baseball games. He was talking to Hank. Huh?
Peter Gammons?
Peter Gammons, the other guy.
Jeff Passant?
No. It's damn man. Anyway, he was talking. He was talking to Hank, and he was like, Hank asked him, "Hey, would you get Pete Rose in something like that before he passed?" He said, "As a player, I will." And he said that Hank yelled at him, like, "Where's your dignity? He committed the biggest crime in sports and gambling. That's what we're totally the number one rule." So he said after Hank Aaron kind of told him like that, it kind of changed his perspective. But he still feels like as a player, nobody's ever going to pass that 4,000 plus hit record that he got anyway.
I agree.
Now, for us, who we're not aficionados like them, we don't see the game like they see it. They see it as historian, rules of the game. We see it like, okay, you punished him already. He paid for his crime. Let's get him in now.
Yeah, I agree.
But unfortunately, I don't think that committee's going to see it like that, X.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they are. I hope they put all that aside because you're right. That hits record's not going to be broken. 4,122 hits. That's a lot of hits. I mean, listen, the man had the best nickname ever in all of sports.
Charlie Hustle, baby.
Come on, man. You can't get any better than that.
Ex-Yankee pitcher named him that. I don't got his name now. I said it before with his name.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say the name and not get the name wrong.
He's got the accolades, man. He's a former league MVP, three-time World Series champion, twice with the Reds when they went back-to-back in the 70s again. With
Nobody had his hairstyle either, dog.
Nobody had his hairstyle.
Switch hitter.
Yeah. I mean, the man got the accolades, man. You got to put him in. I understand where people are coming from because he gambled on the game. He bet on his own team. But still, you got to look at what he did on the field.
Right.
And that's what I'm looking at.
And one thing I could support them, they didn't get him in when he was alive.
Yeah.
Because they knew he was still gambling. Yeah. I see him a lot of times. He's still gambling.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Yeah.
He's all over Vegas.
I
gambling.
That. Yeah.
So they don't want to embarrass themselves where they do a good thing and get him in while he's alive, right? And then people are taking videos of him putting in fucking gambling bets and shit like that. That's a bad look.
Your man is in Devin Williams.
Oh, good. You got a chance to come back. I see 2 outs, though.
2 outs.
I think he's going to turn it around, X. He did a good job in Seattle. He got out of a big jam. I think now he gets to turn it around.
Yeah, we'll see. I think he will. But listen, with Pete Rose, Shoeless Joe, I agree with that. I think they should get in. The committee's going to make it super hard for them.
Right, but you agree with what I said with Pete Rose, right?
I agree with what
you said. I didn't want the embarrassment, right?
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Because you know they're going to videotape them in sports books and all that.
Of course.
And they're going to be like, yo, you put this piece of shit back in the Hall of Fame? So now he can't do that because he's deceased. He's dead.
I mean,
so I think I can see why they went that route. Because they got to protect.
Look at it.
They got to protect the badge, X, which is the MLB badge.
Well, if you look at it, his bat is in the Hall of Fame. His uniform is in the Hall of Fame. His cleats are in the Hall of Fame. and the baseball, which he broke the record. All of those that he used that day to break the record, they're all in the Hall of Fame. His name is in the Hall of Fame because of that. So you just put him in. He's already passed away. He's already apologized. He already admitted it too late that he gambled on the games, but he admitted it. He deserves to be there. I see no problem with him going in. Like I said, the committee's gonna make it hard. Him and Shoeless Joe is gonna have a hard time getting in, but I think eventually
they're one of them get in. I think one of them get in. They might get one out, but
I think Shoeless Joe gets in before Pete. 354 career average, and really, like I said before, he wasn't found guilty of anything of throwing the games in the World Series that time.
Right.
Remember at that time it was a 9-game series, so you were playing. You had to win five out of 9 games. And Joe Jackson didn't. From what I understand, what I've read, Joe Jackson did not take a single bribe to throw that game, to throw any of those games. And he was, unfortunately, because the rest of his teammates did, he got put in that category, and that's why he got the lifetime ban. But I think Joe Jackson.
I call that the military.
Yeah.
Take the whole fucking platoon pays.
The whole platoon pays. Yeah. So Joe Jackson, I think he'll go in before Pete. Pete might be a little harder because people still remember that he gambled on the game. But I think Shoeless Joe gets in. His has been a really long time coming.
Right.
Joe Jackson. I mean, it is almost 80 years or something like that. So his is a long time coming. So I think he gets in before Pete.
Okay. Let's move on now. Now we going to I told you the new thing I'm going to do on a weekly basis. We're going to do the Mount Rushmore of every team here on out. We started with the Lakers last week. Guys, put your answers in. Brian, Steve, all of y'all, put your answers in. We're doing today the Boston Celtics.
Okay.
I choose one, you choose one. Tell me when you're ready.
Let's go.
Larry Bird, to me, is the best Celtics to ever put the green on. In my opinion, Larry Bird's my one. I mean, no matter what numbers, we're looking for 4, and me and you might have different answers. I get it, but I'm going Larry Bird to shut it off.
I'm going to go Bill Russell, 11-time champion in 13 years. He did it as a player. He did it as a player coach, defensive player of the year. They different rules for him in playing defense. He was instrumental in those teams, especially opening up the middle for guys like Havlicek and Kuzi.
Right.
But yeah, I'm going to go with Russell first.
Oh, since you giving some accolades, Larry Bird, best shooter in the game for years. Him and Magic Johnson with the best, one in the Eastern Conference, one in the Western Conference out of Indiana State. I mean, Larry Bird did it all. I mean, he got the key steal against Detroit and won it with that layup, got 5 championships. I think about 3 losses, if I'm correct. Mr. Parquet Floor, Larry Bird. Number 2, I got Bill Russell for everything that you said, so I don't have to say much more.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Bird here. We know the accolades with Bird. 3 world titles, 3 straight MVPs. The iconic player.
3 world titles or 5?
3 world titles, yeah. Boston won 3 championships under his watch.
3.
You're mistaking him with Magic. Magic won 5. He won 3.
What's Bird's record? 3-2 then?
Bird was, I believe he was 3-2. 2 of those losses, both those losses went against the
Lakers.
Against the Lakers.
Okay.
So he has 3 championships. I think the only player or the last player to win 3 straight MVP regular season awards. He's a 3-time Finals MVP.
Yeah. I mean, Bird's that guy, man.
3-time second team All Defense in the NBA. So for people that said Bird didn't play defense, look at his accolades. He's a 3-time All Defensive second team NBA. And like you said, one of the greatest shooters. And he will tell you, and he will talk shit in your face. I'll drop 50 on you, and he'll drop 50 on you. And
he'll dunk you on catch, finger roll on catch, all kind of shit.
Anything.
Yeah,
that's right. Unstoppable.
Okay, so we got Bird, we got Bill Russell. My third one, I might surprise a lot of people, but I'm putting them in. Guys, put your names in. I love this guy too much not to put him in. I was able to watch him his whole career, but I wasn't able to watch Bill Russell in him, but I'll definitely watch this guy, and that's Kevin McHale, man. I got to get Kevin McHale. Forward, had more moves in the inside than anybody that we know. And then when the Dream came, and the Dream started all that, the Dream was a center, McHale was a center forward.
Yeah.
So they were kind of matching them up of having the best inside moves of any big man. And you know they have multiple moves, though, both of them. And both of them can hit the foul shot. And as his career progressed, Mikal even started hitting three-pointers at the end of his career, bro.
Yeah,
like he was money from three, from far, real talk. So that's my third guy. Who's your third guy, bro?
I agree with you on Kevin McHale, man of a million moves in the paint.
Wow.
And remember,
I didn't know
he
you
started.
doing McHale.
Yeah, no, I love Kevin McHale, man. Listen, that's probably the greatest front line ever. Bird, Parrish, and McHale.
The chief.
And don't forget, McHale, when McHale first got drafted, I think his first 2 years, he came off the bench. He was a sixth man before they put him in.
There you go.
So I agree.
I know Brian Ford was loving this. Brian Ford's a big Boston fan.
Yeah.
And it's ironic that we bringing up Boston while they're getting killed.
Yeah, I know.
As long as the Knicks win, I'm all right with it.
I'm all right with it. But yeah, I agree. McHale developed his game more as a starter, more from the outside later on in his career. So I agree with you. Kevin McHale, number 3.
Okay, my fourth. Before I mention my fourth, I'm going to mention a couple guys that I could have put in, but I didn't. Number 1 is the Chief. I didn't put him in. Chief can easily be on this list. DJ could be on this list. Easily.
I agree.
Easily. Cousy could be on this list.
Yep.
But instead, I'm going to run with John Havlicek as the fourth piece of the Mount Rushmore of the Boston Celtics. We already know this guy had game through. This guy, he actually was the best player on Bill Russell's team, even though Bill gets all the accolades. But this guy was really the best two-side player. But what's your take on the fourth play, dog?
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Hondo is number 4 for me. 11-time All-Star, 2-time League MVP, Finals MVP, All Defense, All NBA, first team several times. And I agree with you. He was the best player on those Boston Championships team. You know, Cousy.
That's when we got go. Bill Russell's the GOAT. I said he wasn't even the best player on his team.
He wasn't the best player,
How
no.
can you
I mean, he's one of the most popular.
If you're not the best player, that's like saying Pippen's the GOAT. How Pippen you the GOAT when Jordan was the best player?
Yeah, I agree.
But
yeah,
Hondo, guys.
And listen, and we're leaving out. And this is why I said with the Lakers in Boston.
Yeah, we leaving out
all kinds of different.
We're leaving out a lot of people. We're leaving out a lot of people. It's unfair.
Paul Pierce, you're leaving out Paul Pierce.
Yeah. I mean, you could.
Sam Jones, you're leaving out Sam Jones.
My man, there's so many. Like I said, we need to make 3 of them.
Yeah, so many. Yeah, you're right.
You need to make 3 of them.
Yeah, you need. With them and the Lakers, they got so many Hall of Famers between them. It's crazy. You can make 4 or 5 different teams with those guys.
That's what I'm saying.
It's crazy.
So many good players.
Yeah, but
so
I agree.
Many, like you said.
I think number 4 is Hondo. Cousy is just right off that list to me. You know, so. But yeah, I'm taking Hondo. Hondo was the best player on those championship teams when he played.
They go to Mount Rushmore for the Boston Celtics.
Yep.
Now we go into choose one and why, and then we're going to jump right into the motherfucking spinoff, which we got a great spinoff, 8-7 lead by Chico.
I got my Knicks shirt. That's why they winning.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, X. You see that posted? You see that posted your picture with the Knicks hat, though, right?
Yeah, you know, I was lazy, man. That's all it was. I was being lazy.
But I posted it anyway, so you all good.
Got you, brother. Now I think when the series starts with the Pacers, I'll be rocking my Knicks hoodie.
There you go. All right, let's go to choose one and why. We going to quarterbacks.
Quarterback. Okay.
Now, before you answer this, you have to think, because when you hear it, you're going to immediately think one thing. I already know because I thought that. But if you have, like I said, we're going to use, let's use the New York Jets.
Okay.
They need a quarterback.
Okay.
Now, I know you're still going to pick, but who would you pick? I mean, one definitely kills him more in the regular season, and then the other one makes the playoff. That's the difference.
Yeah.
We're going to go either Dak Prescott, a.k.a. the Slim Reaper, or Jalen Hurts, a.k.a. Two Shoes. If you're the New York Jets right now, you know, I know the accolades might bring you to one side.
Yeah.
But who do you take out of these two guys, and why?
Yeah, the accolades are going to be telling you. Dak's numbers are more impressive, being that he passes a lot more. You're asking Jalen Hurts to just not lose the game for you. He's more of a game manager for you. But being the game manager, they get him to 2 Super Bowls in the last 3 years, winning 1. Could have had 2.
And lit it up. And lit it up the first one.
And he outplayed Patrick Mahomes in both those Super Bowls. He was the better player. If I want a quarterback right now to take me into the playoffs, just the playoffs.
It's not even to take you to playoffs. You need a quarterback. Who you want? You know Dak over there. You know Dak gonna be winging it.
Yeah.
You know, my thing. I think Jalen's a guy. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Jalen needs more time to figure it out.
Well,
how they gonna win? I think Dak could go in there like just winging that shit, dog.
I'm gonna put the Super Bowl win aside and then just go with what I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts, because Jalen Hurts doesn't throw. Like I said, Dak tends to throw the interception at the wrong time of the game. And when Dak has a bad game, he really has a bad game. He can't get out of it. You're not asking Jalen Hurts to do all that. Jalen Hurts has the weapons with Saquon and Brown and Smith and tight end. But you're not asking him to wing it, and he's not going to make that mistake for you. It seems like Jalen Hurts always seems to make the right choice on the pass. Unlike Dak tries to throw into a window with 3 people covering CD Lamb, and he always hurts his team. So I'm going to, taking away the accolades, I'm going to go with Jalen Hurts because I think he can manage the game better for me.
Yeah, I agree. I think Dak fills up the seats more. I think he's a better product to make money. But if you want to win games, I think you got to go with Hurts.
Yeah.
You understand me? But I know Dak's big self go over there wearing that number 4, lighting that shit up. I mean, that'll bring everybody out there. But then when they watch him choke at the end, like we do every year with the Cowboys, they're going to understand why we don't fuck with them like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I'm going to agree with you as much as I know that Dak puts up way better numbers in the regular season. Not really way better because of late, you know, Jalen Hurts been tearing it up. But I'm going to go Hurts because he doesn't hurt you. Even though he got the name Hurts, but he doesn't hurt you. He hurts the other team. Yeah, he does. We go Hurts. Okay, now we're going to go running backs. This is a good one here. I thought of this. And I'm not doing no dinosaur. I'm starting to get like up to date with it too.
Okay.
Jameer Gibbs, a.k.a. Sonic, or Bijan Robinson, a.k.a. Smiley. Who and why?
Jameer Gibbs or Bijan Robinson? 2 good young running backs right now.
It's a good one, right?
They're, both of them are real good. 2 different styles, but
JK in the building. I see you.
I'm gonna go here with Bijan.
Put your answers in, guys.
And nothing against you. I love Jameer Gibbs. I think he's great, and he's gonna have a great year next year, I think. But I'm going to go with Bijan. Bijan's more of the workhorse. You can carry him 25, 30 times. You could use him late in the game to run out the clock. Jameer Gibbs is still in that rotation with Montgomery and stuff.
But that's not his fault. I think he can play a whole game.
No.
Yeah, I just think they want to mismatch him up, you know, give you a different look. Because Gibbs out from Alabama, though, he could get 30 carries if you let him.
No, he could, but I'm going to go with Bijan. Bijan's more of a workhorse. He's more of a guy that you want to wear down the defense late in the game. I don't think Jameer Gibbs is that guy. Jameer Gibbs is a speed guy, and once he hits that corner, it's over.
He's a home run ready to happen.
He's a home run guy. Yeah, I'm going to take Bijan because late in the game, I need a running back that's going to wear that defense down, and I think Bijan is that player, not Jameer Gibbs.
Okay, I'm going to tell you how I made my decision. I couldn't make a decision. This is how I made my decision.
Okay.
You put Bijan on Detroit, it's over.
Yeah, I agree.
It's over. They sending Montgomery off. They're not going to need Montgomery.
Yeah.
That motherfucker do that shit by himself over there. You feel me? Exactly. They'll get like a regular average back to, you know, relieve him once in a while. But Bijan will hold the load there for the next 5 years. He don't have to split carries or none of that. That's how I made my decision. And I'm going Bijan Robinson.
If you put Bijan in that backfield in Detroit just himself, He'll rush for 2,000.
That's what
Or he might,
I'm
you know,
saying. Or at least average about 1,500 every year. You feel me?
he may average 1,700 a season behind that offensive line.
Oh, yeah, even that, because, of course, yeah, that line is great. So we agree with B. John Robinson. Yeah. Now, last but not least, we're going power forwards. Two different styles, but very effective both ways. Put your answers in, guys. Sharif Abdul-Rahim, a.k.a. the future.
The Sheriff, okay.
The future.
I got you.
Or Zach Randolph, a.k.a. Zebo. Who and why? You like that shit? You like, damn, man, you fucked me up.
It's funny because I was I love Sharif Abdul-Rahim, especially in college at California. He was one of the real first, like, not huge, muscular power forwards, real athletic kind of power forward that can shoot from the outside. And then you had Zebo, who was just an animal down in the post. You know, lefty that can get the job done for you. Okay, well, this game is about to be over. 6-1 Yankees, 2 out from the ninth. I'm gonna go here with Zebo. Zebo, I think, was a guy you could depend on. You know, as a guy that you can go on the inside, he can get his points. His longevity was, you know, he lasted a lot longer than Sharif. Once Sharif left out of Vancouver, he went to Atlanta where they didn't know how to use him.
Right.
Zach Randolph built his game, started on the inside, was a very good outside shooter from 15, 17 feet. He developed that jump shot mid-range, but you can still depend on him on good defense, very good defensive player, rebounder. He got in there. He wasn't afraid to get dirty in there, and as big as he was. So I'm going to take Zach Randolph.
Zebo?
Yeah.
I thought I was going to trick you. Abdul-Rahim supposed to have a promising future.
Yeah.
The guy was tooled out. The guy was fucking nice, dog. He was long. He can shoot. He can do so many things, but he couldn't get on a team that could win one, which we never seen if he can come through when it mattered. Zebo been in the playoffs with Marcus Sol year after year, dog. Now, they didn't win no chip, but we all know Zebo got busy, especially against the Clippers all those years.
Yes, he did.
When they used to play Blake Griffin and you know, Live Nation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I gotta go Zebo because he did it when it mattered. He did it when it mattered. Abdul-Rahim was more like a regular season. Oh, what a move, yo! This guy's nice. Yeah. But Zebo did it when it mattered, dog.
Well,
He's giving you 20 points in Game 6 of a fucking round 2, you know, playoff. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Zebo gonna get defensive rebounds. You could go to him with the last shot, all that shit. I gotta go Zebo, dog.
Unlike Abdul-Rahim, Zebo loved that physical play. Mm-hmm. You could get into Abdul-Rahim once you got physical with him. He didn't do much after that. But listen, I got one more for you.
Oh, great.
It's an NBA one, and it's going to be a record. Which record is going to be harder to break in the NBA? Wilt's 4,000 points in a season, or Michael Jordan's 10 straight scoring titles?
Damn. Shit.
Now you talking about 4,000 points in a season, brother? Okay.
No, that's when he had when he used to live in the paint. I mean, that's not gonna happen no more because you can't live in the paint.
Yeah.
He used to stay right underneath the fucking basket. You got to give it to him, and he lay it up all day. So I'm gonna roll with that, even though the 10 seasons is incredible, but I can see that get challenged for sure.
I agree. I think those 4,000 points, and remember, to get 4,000 points,
not because the fact of
and not
you
only
can't
that,
chill in the paint no more. It's almost impossible.
I was doing the math on that. Those 4,000 points came in a season where Wilt averaged 50 points a game, 20 rebounds a game, and about 6 blocks per game. Yeah. And let's throw in 8 assists per game too.
Nobody gonna average no 50 points, dog.
Exactly. So I agree.
I mean, right now we got what we got SGA at 32.
32, something like that. Yeah, something like that.
You know what I mean? If Brothers was at 41, then maybe you know what? It's climbing. 32, come on.
It's a tough one, though.
Off the pace, my guy.
4,000 points, brother. That's an unbreakable record, brother.
Exactly. That's a good one. Both of them, it's like P. Rose hit record's never gonna be touched. Cal Ripken's game played in a row ain't gonna be touched. 2,200, whatever, 30, whatever.
Joe DiMaggio's 56-game hitting streak will never be touched.
But I seen motherfuckers flirt with that. I think Paul Molitor, somebody got it to like 39, 40.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But I know what you're saying. That still probably wouldn't be broken. But or Nolan Ryan, 7 no-hitters. I don't see that happening.
7 no-hitters.
They didn't even go to the ninth inning no more.
I get surprised now when I hear pitchers go 7 innings.
Yeah, you can't even do 9 innings no more. The other day, somebody went 9 innings because they won 21-zip. I think it was the Padres. Kolek went 9 innings because there was 21-zip.
Yeah, I don't
let him
even
stay in there.
Listen, I don't even. They fired their manager the next day, and they ended up winning that game the next day.
Oh, wow. Yo, X, any last word before we get the spin-off going, X?
Always a pleasure, brother. You know that. People, subscribe, share with your friends, family, whatever. Tell them tune in every Friday, Al York, where we keep it real. It's not scripted. No politics here. Hey, I got one more thing to say.
Go New York! Go New York! Go get it!
Goddamn right. And to all those clowns at Fox Sports, especially Nick Wright, don't be a pussy. Come on, get debated on, look like the clown that you are, because I will gladly go on your show and make you look stupid, Nick Wright. So that's
right.
That.
He's always, I call him Nick wrong because he's always wrong. But listen, let me make it clear. I'm gonna go on Instagram and because I did this on Instagram. I had to do every series, and I just say I think my team is gonna lose in 6. Boston's just too good.
I went
by that Boston dogged them every game this year. And if you look at the last 20 games, they own us. So as an analyst, I gotta be realistic with my thoughts. But now that if we win, which we look like we're gonna win, I ain't going against my team again. You gotta put that in the books.
Well, last I checked, we were up 31.
You gotta put that in the book. I don't care if they play Minnesota. I know Minnesota can ball. I'm taking the Knicks. I'm taking the Knicks against the Pacers, and I'm taking the Knicks against Minnesota, bro. If they get there.
I take the Knicks against the Pacers. I think Oklahoma City closes out Sunday. I think they do win. SGA should have a big game then.
Right.
I like as much as I love Anthony Edwards and I love what he's doing, and don't forget, it's not even Anthony Edwards.
Julius Randle getting busy.
Is anybody paying attention to what Julius Randle?
I've been said that. Tier 2. The problem with New York, they was trying to make him a tier 1, and then when they tried to make him a 2, he wanted to be a 1. So they couldn't get it right. But I did say many times. He go anywhere else. Tier 2, tier 3, he's a beast.
I agree with you. The Knicks in 7. OKC, Minnesota. I'm gonna go with OKC there. I'm saying Knicks, OKC. I like OKC in 7. I think they're still the better all-around team than the Knicks. Better bench. They're starting 5, and we saw what they did to them. I mean, I'm not gonna go by what happened in the regular season because we saw what they did to the Knicks in the regular season. But I still think OKC is the best team. I think they're gonna come out the West. Knicks coming out the East. It's gonna be a battle. I like OKC in 7.
Oh wow. Well, we're gonna talk more. It's not like Neil.
Yeah, definitely.
Neil. So you don't have to do all that extra shit.
Yeah.
Because if they don't make it, you know what I mean? We'll wait because I'm gonna get you back on. So we're gonna nip that closer.
Definitely.
Yeah. So hold that.
I'm just looking a little bit ahead of I think how it's gonna go down.
But hold that thought, because you kind of putting yourself in a spot. It's a lot that's gotta happen to get there. And that's unfair to you. Now Neil's different because he's not coming back on for a while. So he got to give me now what he's thinking. X is coming back no more than 2 weeks. You know that. So last words, X, we get you out there.
Always a pleasure, brother. Happy Friday to everybody. Don't drink and drive. Share, subscribe, whatever. Do what you got to do. And my challenge to Nick Wright is out there. Whenever you want to be a man and come on and challenge me, I'm up for it, brother. I will make you look stupid. I will make you quit your job, and I will take your job. All right, brother. Always a pleasure. Have a good weekend. You and the fam. Much love. Later, brother.
X-Man the hater, baby.
All right.
Ain't nothing changed. Lumberjack, all that shit in one. Yo, we'll talk soon, my brother.
Yes, we
all
will,
right,
brother.
Guys, that's X-Man the hater. Always bringing that smoke. You already know what it is. Now we going to the giveaway. We got JK in the building. She's one of the champions. If I'm correct, she won round one, the first actual giveaway we had. And we'd love to get her back on if she's willing to get back on. But if she don't, we still gonna roll and we still gonna rock. Right now, B4 is the champion, won 2 out of the last 6. Chico got the lead in round 7, 8-7. Everybody's still alive. Let me tell you why. In round 1, my boy Raul had an 8-2 lead on everybody. No lie. No lie. Miss just came back, beat him 10-8. Last week, hit a double to close it out. So I'm not just saying it to give y'all hope. I'm saying this because this is facts. 8 wins doesn't mean you're going to win. It's hard to win that last one. For some reason, that last one is almost incredible to win. So never quit. All right, let me put something on, and we're going to get this spin-off going. Give me a minute. Good luck to everybody, too, by the way. Give me a minute, guys. Why is oh, here we go. I'm like, why this shit ain't playing? Don't give up a fucking home run to this bum, man. Let's end the game right now. Don't give him no hope. Let's end it right now. Round 7, 1 through 20, let the best person win. Hold up, I'm trying to see if I get this last out right here. Gee, New York Knicks, baby. New York Knicks, baby. Yes, I am challenging you. Get your ass back on the show. All right, here we go, 1 through 20. Touchdown, baby. It's ironic that Grisham caught it. The guy he got traded for. Fuck you, Soto. You're going to leave for more money when you had it good in the Bronx. Remember that. The grass is not always greener on the other side. You can make more money, but won't be as happy. Remember that. Right now, Grisham's having a way better year than him. And Grisham is getting pennies and Soto's getting all the money. I know it's early, but still. It shouldn't even be like that. All right, 1 through 20, guys. Let me marinate these bad boys. Good luck to everybody, man. Good luck to everybody. Here we go. Let's go Knicks, baby. I don't mind being wrong. I took Boston. I said they'll beat them. I promise you, I don't mind being wrong in that series. Steven Islam, let him know, baby. Soto trash, and I don't mind being wrong because I want to be right at the end of the day by New York Knicks, baby. All right, here we go. Giveaway 1. Round 7. A7 Chico League, B4, everybody else is the runner-up. The winner is, giveaway 1, round 7 is, got a winner. We got a winner, baby. I know it's the Knicks, but we also got another winner tonight. Winner is number 14. 14. I gotta say this name loud. This guy has not been able to win in over 3 months, man. And he's putting in a solid 6 numbers, man. And I got to give it up for him. Miguel Tapia, baby. Maggie in the building. Salute to Tapia, who's going to be extremely happy when he hears this shit. But he's been craving for a win. Let's go to giveaway 2. Salute to Tapia winning giveaway 1, guys. Maggie back in the building, baby. He ain't quit, though. He keep playing. Number 14. Salute to Miggy, baby. Here we go. Giveaway 2, 21 through 40. 21 through 40. Ain't nothing like getting new winners, man. You know, you spread the love. It's good when everybody get love. Like I said, no offense to the champ and everybody else that wins. No offense, you know, keep winning, do what you do. But I like, you know, when you spread the love, it's just a little better, man. Because everybody gets to taste the fruits, you know what I'm saying? Here we go. Miguel Tapia wins giveaway 1, number 14. Now we're doing giveaway 2. Let's go. Giveaway 2. JK, you need to get back. You need to stop playing. You need to get back. Here we go. Here we go. We got a winner. We got a winner, baby. It wasn't pretty. So we got a winner. Giveaway 2. Round 7. Winner is number 24. Number 24. That's the Ghost, baby. The Ghost is your winner. Steve Levine, the Ghost, baby. We got Tapia and the Ghost, 14 and 24. Summary next. Ghost back in the building, baby. Hold on, give me a minute. We're going to hit the summary. All right. Great spin on. We got Tapia that haven't tapped in God knows how long. I'm so happy for Tap. Plays consistently. Just can't get no love. But I told them, once you win once, I think you're going to have a couple wins. I might be wrong. Listen, I might be wrong. I can't control what happens. But I kind of know how this works. When you MIA for a while, but you're playing, and then your number pop up, it ceases to pop up. Ask Levine. Levine been fucked up for a while, and then next thing you know, the Ghost hit like 4 out of like 7, just like that. So I believe that Tap's going to win a couple. I might be wrong, but I believe because he's been so long he hasn't won, man. I'm putting it out there because it's the facts. And salute to the Ghost. Ghost is just starting to win regularly now these days. Just really winning regularly. If I'm correct, I got to look at the books. I wouldn't be surprised if Steve is at 5 or 6 wins. Steve, if you know where you at, you could enlighten us. I got it in the books. I just don't have it off the head. But I know you're around there, 5 or 6. I know for sure you're around there, and you're making a good run at this late run here. You're making a nice late run. Okay, let me go to the message of the day. Like I told y'all, when you could put to half the people you know, yo, I got good news. They just gave me a $5 raise in my job. And let's see when you text these people, how quickly they text you back and thank you. Compared to, now you send another amount of text and you be like, yo, I think they might fire me at work, man. I hope they don't fire me. And watch how quick people will respond to that. And it's not, I don't mean to say this because I don't know who's who, but I guarantee you it ain't going to be more because they care for you. It's more because they want to hear the bad news about you. Now, certain people might care, but the majority is going to be because they just want to be up on what's going on your life, man. Like, oh, good. Like, they one up on you. Like, that's one up on you. If you're about to get fired, they feel like they got one up on you. And that's fucked up because, you can respond to that, but you can't respond to my good news. You can't respond when I be like, yo, I feel blessed. I got a $5 raise. You can't respond to that, but you can respond to I'm going to get fired? Really? That's what we doing? Come on, man. Salute to Tapia Ghost. Salute to Neil Stewart. First time on the show, guys. You got to work with him. He was into the Knicks game. I caught him at a bad time. He's a diehard Knicks fan. So I kind of had half of him, and then half his attention was watching the Knicks game. But we pulled it off, and I knew it was a tough thing because I knew the Knicks were on tonight. But I just had to get a new body. I wanted a new body on the show, and it panned out because he held it down. I'm satisfied he held it down, and we will get Neil Stewart back on the show. And last but not least, you guys hold your heads. Thank you guys for continuing to play the giveaways. You know how important that is for me. It keeps me going, paying the bills that I got to pay, the marketing and all that. It's not much, but something beats nothing, and I'm very appreciated. And y'all know y'all getting top-of-the-line hats. I get nothing but top-of-the-line hat. And like I told y'all, this is on guard. Same dude that make Mayweather hats, make my hats. And Mayweather shit top of the line. Same shits. Nothing different but the name. He got TBT, whatever, and I got Al York. That's the only difference. All the material, everything's exactly the same. And I'm happy to know that I'm giving y'all the best. You know what I mean? That's why I do it the way I do it through the slots, so it don't cost y'all much, and I'm happy. Both sides are happy. That's all I can say. And with that, God bless y'all. Brian Breezy always showing love in the building. Breezy, have them pictures for me. Enjoy your weekend. Father's Day is next week, I think, so it's too early to call that out. Go New York, go New York, go. Knicks are going to win. Knicks are moving on. I did pick Boston, but fuck it. My Knicks are winning. I can live with that. And with that, hold your heads. Al York Sports. Love y'all, man.